Donna Ansel. I'm from Granger, Indiana, and I was 39.
What's your current age?
Current age is 45 years old, and I was 39 when I was diagnosed. And I was actually, when I was 39, I was a nurse, and I decided to go on and advance my nursing degree at a local college. And I was taking a class for nursing. It was an assessment class. And my professor reminded us to teach the patients that we take care of on breast self-exam to remember not only to check themselves while they're lying down or in the shower, but to also look in the mirror and raise your arms. And I had forgotten that step of my breast self-exam. So I did it the next day, and when I raised my arms, I found a dimple in the right side of my breast. And so I started feeling in that area, and sure enough, I did feel a lump. Went to my doctor, and as it did turn out to be cancer. So I attribute my professor at nursing school to helping save my life, because I did find it early, and lymph nodes were not involved. It was very good. I got an aggressive treatment, but I had chemotherapy, radiation, also lumpectomy, and so I am now a 6-year survivor. I feel like I've come out so much stronger, more empowered. I feel I'm a better nurse, so I'm even better at what I do in my profession because I've been on the side of the patient now, whereas before I had never been on that side. So I'm more empathetic to families and what they go through when they have a loved one that's sick. So. My biggest fear was I had 2 children. I was married. I feared that I would leave my children without a mother. I think every mother, worries that, when kids are young, that, you want to be there, watch them grow up. And that was my biggest fear, is not being there to be able to watch them grow up. But I have succumbed that fear.
How did you do that?
I took active participation in my treatment. I learned what my options were. I asked many questions of all the team members that were taking care of me, and so I was able to make a lot of my own decisions, but they were informed decisions. So I was very, very pleased with the team that was helping me, guide me, inform me, and so I could make my own decisions, because that made me feel good that I could feel like I was actively participating in my own treatment. It was talking to people about my feelings. I am one to share and not hide, and so anybody who would listen, I talked to about how I was feeling when I was going through things. So that helped me a great deal. I even talked to my kids about what was going on. I kept them informed, and they were very supportive. It was, a good family bonding experience for us all to go through. It was unfortunate, to go through it, but it was a good, it made us a closer family. I didn't know how strong I could be, Nobody knows that until they're faced with it, and I came out of it, I feel like a very strong person. I was never a shy person, but I also have found that I can talk to strangers about breast cancer, and because I want to share, my story and get the word out that it's not a death sentence anymore. There's so much people misunderstand about cancer and cancer treatment, and so I'm a big talker. I talk to people in the airport, grocery stores, wherever I meet people who, want to talk to me. I'm very open to talking to them. So the advice I got was not to dwell on the past, especially if it was a hard time that I went through. Don't dwell on it. Live for today. Appreciate what your experience in the present, and then to look forward to the future. And I'm a very optimistic person, so that didn't change. I'm still a very optimistic person, but I don't dwell on the past. I live for the now and look forward to my future. Well, I never believed that I'd be out doing public speaking. That's something that I feel very comfortable with now. And like I said, I talk to anyone and everyone about my experience. I even talk to the mother. I'm a pediatric nurse. I take care of children, so I don't have a lot of opportunity to teach them breast self-exam. But I teach the mothers of my patients and the grandmothers. And I feel that it's empowered me to, and made me a much stronger person to go out and talk publicly about breast cancer. It's a much better treatment now that they've come out with new research on drugs. They've come out with smarter drugs. They have treatments now that are, I call them smart drugs. They actually attack those cancer cells and leave the good cells alone, whereas in the past, and now I had the aggressive treatment where it did attack some of the good cells, but I was in a research study. I actually got a research drug that actually was a smart drug, attacked just the cancer cells. And so they're coming out with new treatments all the time. Again, just be informed, and so that's what I want people to know, that it's not a death sentence anymore like it used to be. Early treatment really, really is a big key to getting through this and getting out on the other side a well person.